Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna do a quick video here of a unboxing. So, what I have in here is a build kit actually from 22 Mods for All, and yeah, we're just gonna walk through it really quickly. Show you exactly what you get. I do want to say I paid, I believe, 378 for this kit, and we'll show you exactly what you get. So, pretty simple there. So I'm gonna dive right into it here. And I do want to say, so we are still building the um, the brown gun, but wanted to go ahead and purchase one of these. And I kind of don't want to tell you what I ordered. I'll let that be a surprise as we open this. But I have purchased from them in the past. I built a 7.5 inch rifle previously. I want to say probably like 3 years ago from them, and it was a pretty good experience. Their customer service was pretty great. So yeah, right off the bat, as you can see, it's packaged really nice. I've got some bubble wrap, and let's see, we'll kind of go grab the first thing we see here. Let's see what's in here. What's in this guy? So this is going to be their 10-inch 3-foot rail. Now I believe that they are manufacturers, so they make everything that they sell. So let me see if I can focus this guy here. So as you can see, there's their logo there. Pretty neat free float rail, and as you can see, it just goes on with the two screws, kind of a compression fit, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so there's the rail, and we'll kind of see what we get in here, and kind of show you. There's the barrel nut. Kind of see what this looks like. So you see the two screws in there for the handguard, and then you get your barrel nut, which is like knurled, and you got your standard kind of like socket. Wrench there. So yeah, pretty cool, and it's actually steel, so it's not aluminum. So pretty good quality there. So as you can see in here as well, this is going to be the gas tube with your whirl pin. Pretty standard carbine link gas tube. So that's pretty good to see there. And then we got nothing else on here, so throw that to the side. And let's see what else we got here. So, oh, look at that. I actually asked them for a sticker. So I'm really glad that they said this. So this is their actual manufacturing company, or I guess 22 Mods for All is kind of their storefront. And this is the actual company who makes these parts kits and things like that. So Zaviar firearms. So pretty neat. And then here's my order sheet. And yeah, the kind of the main event here. This is the reason why I bought this kit. So I'll kind of look at it here. I'll unravel it off on the side here. So if you can already see, we have a stainless steel. It is a 223 Wylde spiral fluted barrel, and you can see already there's a divot there, so that's good. And as you can see, 223 Wylde, 1 8 twist, stainless steel, made in USA. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's quite hefty, and of course we've got our locking lugs, feed ramps, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Pretty excited for that one there. Now, I was gonna opt in for a 12-inch handguard, and I believe it was like just an extra $10 charge. But I said, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it the way it is. So yeah, there's the 16-inch 223 Wylde, stainless steel fluted barrel. Now, let's move on here. So, kind of the first thing I saw. So you got your standard A2 flash hider, which pretty basic. That works for me. We've got a basic low profile gas block, which is steel. I can feel it. I can feel that it's steel and not aluminum. So, got your gas block. Got your looks like 2 roll pins and your Allen wrench for your set screws. So that's pretty cool there. So I believe whenever I first initially bought for them, they were a I don't think they were manufacturing. I'm not sure exactly. I think the parts that they had were different parts. Okay, we'll see here in a second because the handguard didn't have the logo and things like that. So I'm not sure how recent this is. But yeah. Anyways, kind of moving down here. Excuse me. Moving down here, so we've got our buffer kit. So you got your standard buffer spring. So you got here, you got your standard end plate, right, with your castle nut. Let's see here. Got your carbine length or carbine buffer, and then we've got a mil spec buffer tube. So just want to look at this real quick. So right off the bat, it's nice, pretty smooth inside. Doesn't have a notch there, but that's not a problem. Cord 6 position, and yeah, I believe they make this as well. So I mean, you can't beat it. So yeah, moving on here, we've got looks like your basic no spec charging handle. Just take a peek at it real quick. So yeah, looks like your basic charging handle. Works fine. That works for me. And what else do we got here? What's this? This might be our bolt carrier group. So I'll do a separate review on their bolt carrier groups. I'm not sure if they make them or who they get them from, but at first glance, staking looks good. Don't really see any machine marks, so that yeah, it looks good. But I'll do a separate video on this and kind of compare it with the other ones that I got between Bear Creek Arsenal and surplus ammo, nickel boron, things like that. So yeah, we'll look at that a little later. So man, I gotta say, it's packaged really well. So kudos on that. So put that aside. And see, looks like we've got their lower parts kit. So, your basic mil-spec lower parts kit. It does look like they're color-coded, kind of like CMMG lower parts kits. So, that's pretty cool to see there. Nothing fancy, just regular lower parts kit. Now, one thing I was curious about is their stock. I'm kind of grateful that it isn't a regular A2 stock, but don't know how I feel about this. Let me know what you guys think on there, but looks pretty decent. I mean, it doesn't feel terribly cheap. It feels pretty hefty. We've got your QD mounts front and back there. So yeah, I did see that on the actual listing it had like a pad, so we'll kind of dig through here and see if it came with a pad. But yeah, I mean, at least it's not an A2 stock, right? So cool, I'll take it. And let's see, what else do we got here? Feels like the upper. So right off the bat, I don't feel like it's assembled. Oh, there's the parts kit, so get rid of that. So, curious to see Hmm, interesting. Okay, so we've got our upper parts kit here, and this is going to be the interesting part that I was talking about before, which is why I think they, ever since I bought in the past compared to now, they've changed a couple things. So previously, the other upper that I had gotten from them a couple years back didn't have even a forging mark on there, and so yeah, so now we've got that forging mark there, which is pretty decent. Right off the bat, right off the top of my head, I don't know where that's from. But yeah, I mean, it looks like your standard mil spec stripped upper, which works. Of course, I have Aero Precision, kind of enhanced uppers, but honestly, it doesn't make a difference if you ask me. Yeah, they look nicer. So one thing right off the bat is not T marked, right? Kind of like we saw on the blemish one that I got from Outdoor Sports USA. This one is not T marked, so I mean that's fine also. Don't really need the T mark, but as you can see, it's really nice. And I gotta say the finish is super smooth, super smooth. So yeah, cool. That'll work for me. Let's put this aside and see what else we got. Looks like this packaging material and some more packaging material. So yeah, kind of disappointing that this actually didn't have the rubber pad in the back, but hey, whatever, it's fine, it works. Don't really need it. I don't even know if I'm going to use this stock or not. We'll see. Now, the lower that I'm going to use on this is going to be, of course, one of those Savage lowers, just because I have another one, and well, I don't have another one. I'm going to use it from one of my other builds because I actually ordered an M4 PSA lower, which I'll kind of break down and unbox whenever I get that. But yeah, let's move this out of the way and kind of get a glimpse of exactly what we got. So let me focus this guy here. So we've got our upper, we've got our pretty slick, and I've got to say this is super lightweight. So we've got an upper, we've got our Zaviar arms or firearms, whatever you want to call them. Handguard, got our A2 flash hider with our super slick 223 Wylde spiral fluted barrel bags. Of course, we've got our buffer tube, mil-spec buffer tube with all of your mil-spec kits, parts here. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good bargain, especially if since it's $375 or $374, whatever I spent on it, including the bulk carrier group, which is optional, right? It's optional. I went ahead and added it on there just because I wanted to see what they had, what they were providing, right? Because I kind of like these budget options. And I believe this is a $79 add-on, so it's, I mean, not the cheapest. I can get a PSA one for $60 whenever they have deals. But I kind of wanted to see what other people had. Now let's take. I know I said I was going to take a look at this in a separate video, but quick glance, I don't see MPI tested or anything. So we'll look at that later. So for whatever that's worth, and then of course our lower parts kit. Now, if you guys are looking for a cheap option, budget option, which I think there's a lot of value here. Just the fluted barrel itself, value, hands down. So yeah, if you guys want to check them out, like I said, go to 22 Mods for All. Look at what they're running. They got some pretty good deals on there. Sometimes they run daily specials like Palmetto State Army and things like that. So go ahead and take a look at them. And yeah, we're going to be building this. Of course, I can't post a video of me assembling it, but once I have the upper on and everything's ready to go, I'll kind of go ahead and make an update video. Now, I don't think I'm going to keep this. This might be something that I'm going to sell. That's kind of in my head right now. Not sure. Maybe I might like it. Maybe I might love it, but might not be something I'm going to keep. Kind of keep you guys updated as we go there. But yeah, if you like the video, go ahead and like, subscribe. We're still giving away that magnifier. So go ahead and do that for your chance to win. We're almost at 50 subscribers. Not that many people that are going to be in that drawing because not everybody comments on the videos. So like, comment, subscribe for your chance to win that. And it definitely helps me out. I'm not a big channel, just getting started here. Just love expressing what I do, right? So kind of take that journey with me, and we'll keep kind of building these budget options. So appreciate you guys, and see you guys on the next one.